Stop.
Good Tuesday afternoon, YouTuberinos. We hope everyone's doing well on this beautiful Tuesday afternoon. That's right, folks. It's a beautiful day here today in the great state of Connecticut. In this video, I'm going to read some more of the manual on my voice note Apex. And then after this video, Savanna and I are going to do a video of her reading some more of the manual on her Braille Sense U2. So anyway, let's see what we can, let's see if we can find something interesting to read.
Keyword
About.
menu. Create open folder name. List of
Oops.
exit. Folder name. Press enter for manual. Document to open. Press list of
Let's see.
01 getting started. 02 Braille Note Apex BT hardware. 03 word processor. 04 book reader. 05 general functions. 06 embossing and printing documents. 07 advanced word processing. 08 the scientific calculus. 09 planner. 10 address list. 11 email. 12 web browser. 13 chat. 14 connectivity.
That's
15 file manager.
here. Let's do connectivity.
14 connectivity.
Why not?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea because any new subscribers that might have this unit from humanware.com might want to learn how the connectivity works.
This is a text document.
Yeah.
Top of document. 14.
All right, guys. Well, here we go. Enjoy.
14 connectivity. This chapter looks at all the different ways the Braille Note Apex BT can connect to other forms of technology. From cables to cabeless, there is bound to be a connection configuration that will suit your requirements. These connection configurations allow you to access the World Wide Web, email, local area network, your PC via Active Sync. Bluetooth makes it possible to access the web and your email anywhere, anytime, by pairing with a Bluetooth cell phone. You can also pair with a Bluetooth QWERTY keyboard. With wireless networking, you can also access the web and your email anywhere where there is an available wireless network. Use it to view the network on your Braille Note BT and even manage network files. LAN networking makes the same things possible using a cable to connect to the network. USB client mini USB port allows you to connect to your PC with Active Sync and access your email or the web via your PC's internet connection, be it dial-up or networked. USB host connection used with external modem. This chapter assumes that you have a basic understanding of networking and already have a network available. Not all the options discussed require a network, however, so don't be put off if this is not something you wish to get into. The art of setting up connectivity on your Braille Note BT is the connectivity menu. This is available from the options menu. To access the connectivity menu, press space with ONC 14.1 Understanding Connectivity Concepts. The world of connectivity is a world of communication between, or among, devices of all kinds. Just as in the world of human beings, where there are those who speak our language and those who don't, not all devices can talk to all other devices. They have to share a method of communication. And again, just as sometimes people don't like what each other are saying, or don't agree, or misunderstand, in the world of connectivity, even when devices share the same methods of connecting, they don't always manage to connect the first time. Why is this? Firstly, because electronic and computerized devices are dumb. They only know what they know, and if a device offers another device a setting even slightly different to what it is expecting, it will ignore it. And while there are industry standards, with so many different companies manufacturing devices that are trying to talk to each other, there is bound to be the odd miscommunication, where theory collides with practice. Then there is the business of which device initiates the connection. With cableless connectivity options such as wireless networking, this gets even more interesting again. When you use cables, you actually plug the cable in between two devices, so there is no ambiguity as to which devices are supposed to be communicating. However, cableless devices have to broadcast their availability to all other devices within range, and then there is a stage of identifying which device goes with which, not to mention security levels, etc., before anything else can happen. In the face of all these possibilities, initiating a connection can take some patience, some tweaking, but most of all, following the instructions. The Braille Note BT has been designed to make this as straightforward as possible. There is just one important rule to remember, that the Braille Note BT initiates all connections. A special case among tens of millions of PCs, laptops and PDAs, it knows best what it needs from other devices, and is set up to initiate connections. 14.2 Connection Configurations. A connection configuration is a record of the settings required in order to be able to use a particular type of connectivity, such as wireless networking or a phone line, with a particular device. Because each type of connectivity is different, their configuration needs to be different. You may also find that you will need to set up different configurations for the same kind of connectivity, such as a network configuration for work and one for home. The same connection configuration can be available for a range of uses, such as email, browsing the web, and local network access. In this section we discuss the devices available to connect your Braille Note BT with other devices. 14.3 The Connectivity Menu. The Connectivity menu is the heart of the connectivity options available on the Braille Note BT. The Connectivity menu is in the Options menu. It has the following items. Create a new dial-up or LAN connection. Select this option to set up a new dial-up or LAN connection IE using the Ethernet port. Refer to 14.6.1 Creating a new dial-up or LAN connection. Disconnect dial-up connection. Only displays when the Braille Note BT is online using a dial-up connection. Refer to 14.6.4 Disconnect dial-up connection. Active connection details. Name. This option gives you information on any connection that is currently active. Refer to 14.7 Active connection details. Bluetooth. Select this option to turn Bluetooth on or off. Refer to 14.12 Bluetooth. Wireless Ethernet. Select this option to turn Wi-Fi on or off. Refer to 14.4 Using the wireless connection. Review an existing connection configuration. This option allows you to make changes to a configuration. Refer to 14.8 Review an existing connection configuration. Setup options. The first option is computer name. Currently Apex 3 number signs. You can change the name of the Apex 3 number signs to something unique. This is the name that a network will use to identify your Braille Note BT as a network device. This is particularly important if any other network users are using a Braille Note BT. The second option is modem country settings. Use this option to set up your modem to fit country-specific conditions. Type the country's first letter or use standard commands to browse through list. FCC is the default setting for English-speaking countries. 14.4 Using a wireless connection. Wireless networking is just a different form of computer networking that doesn't require cables. It is also sometimes referred to as Wi-Fi or 802.11, but they are all the same thing. You will also need access to a wireless network. This may be in your home, workplace or school, or in an airport, cafe or library. There are two ways in which to access a wireless network. Through setting up a connection configuration, and through scanning for and picking up a wireless network. Which method you use will depend on the circumstances. Although there has been much talk over the past few years about wireless security, or lack of it, most workplaces or institutions will have proper security measures in place on their wireless networks. These comprise a range of settings, passwords and codes that are only made available to legitimate users. In the case of public wireless networks such as in libraries and airports, the network itself will provide most of the settings automatically because they are set up to let you log in, not to prevent you. However, before trying to connect your Braille Note BT to any non-public wireless network, Be aware that you will need to have some advance information about the wireless network, usually via the network administrator. To find out how to create a new wireless network in configuration, refer to 14.4.1 Creating a new wireless configuration. Scan for a new wireless network and logging on, refer to 14.4.2 Scanning for a wireless network. Connect the wireless network after it is set up. Refer to 14.4.3 Reconnecting to a wireless network. Organize the wireless network configurations already set up. Refer to 14.5 Wireless Options. If you are unfamiliar with any of the terms used, please refer to 14.9 Glossary of Terms. 14.4.1 Creating a new wireless configuration. When you have a wireless connection available to you on a regular basis, you should set up a dedicated configuration for it. It may be, for example, on your college campus or in your workplace. All wireless networks have an SSID service set identifier. The SSID is just the name given to the network. For added security, networks not intended for access by the general public may hide their SSID, so it cannot be displayed when you scan for visible networks. In this case, the network administrator needs to tell you what the SSID for the network is, and any other applicable settings such as web. To create a connection configuration for a wireless connection, go to the wireless network option of the connectivity menu. Go to the options menu by pressing space with O, select connectivity by pressing C, then wireless Ethernet by pressing W. Key soft prompts, wireless internet on? Currently yes. Press Y for yes. You are at the wireless Ethernet menu. Select configure a new wireless connection and press enter. Key soft presents you with the entry list for connection configuration. You can move down the list by pressing space. The first item is name. Enter any name you like, something that is meaningful to you, and press enter. Key soft prompts, SSID. This is the name of the network as determined by the network administrator. Type in the SSID and press enter. Next is use infrastructure mode, which requires a wire and value. The values you need to assign will be given to you by the network administrator. Next is security protocol. Select the security protocol you want to use web. WPA PSK, WPA2, PSK. If you want to use WPA Enterprise or WPA2 Enterprise, select WPA or WPA2. You can also select Open. If you don't want any security at all, however, this option is not recommended. Next is WEP key entry field. Enter the WEP key and press enter. Note that the WEP key will be in hexadecimal format and either 10 characters long for a 64-bit encryption or 26 characters long for a 128-bit encryption. If instead of web, you select WPA PSK, you will need to fill out information on your pre-shared key PSK. Next, for enterprise configurations, is 802.1x authentication. This will be either 0 for no authentication, 1 for TLS, or 2 for PEEP, or 3 for MD5, Challenger 4 for MSCHAPV2. Type in the appropriate value and press enter. If you don't know what this is, you probably don't need it. The rest of the fields are standard network settings, and again, the values will come from the network administrator. The fields are: obtain an IP address automatically, IP address, subnet mask, default gateway, primary DNS, secondary DNS, primary wins, and secondary wins. Any fields that don't need changing, just pass over them by pressing space. Key soft prompts, use a proxy server for this connection. If N for no, you will go to the end of the list. If Y for yes, you will need to fill in 2 more fields: proxy server name and proxy server port. To save and close the record, press space with E key soft prompts. Add this record. Press Y for yes or N for no. This configuration is now available for use as described in 14.4.3 Reconnecting to a wireless network. To make changes to, or to delete a wireless configuration, use the Review an Existing Connection Configuration function as described in 14.8 Review an Existing Connection Configuration. 14.4.2 Scanning for a wireless network. An alternative way to log into a wireless network is to scan for it. Wireless networks that have the public display of their SSID disabled will be invisible to a scan, so scanning is not an appropriate way to try to log into those networks. However, wireless networks with low or no security, such as are found in libraries, airports and cafes, etc., are set up through scanning. This is because when selected the first time, they then typically transfer most of the settings required in the connection configuration automatically to your Braille Note BT. This connection configuration is then available to use to log on automatically in the future. To scan for a new wireless network, from the Wireless Ethernet menu, select Scan for Wireless Networks and press Enter. Keysoft prompts, list of available connections. The connections listed will depend on how many wireless networks are displaying themselves in your vicinity. To review the list, press space. Each network will announce its name, for example, 1. SSID, Vodafone, 2. SSID, Tsunami, 3. SSID, Air America. Make a selection by pressing Enter. Keysoft prompts, entry list for connection configurations. Press space. The first field is the connection configuration name. By default, the SSID name will be used, but you can modify it if needed. Press Enter when done. In most cases, the rest of the fields will be correctly configured by the connection itself. However, this will vary depending on how the wireless network is set up. In some cases, the venue will provide you with a code to enter. In others, the whole configuration is provided. Once completed, exit the configuration using space with E and press Y when asked if you wish to save it. Keysoft displays the name of the network, E.G1. SSID. Vodafone. You are now on the wireless network. The next time you scan for this network, it will show up with its configuration listed just before its name. For example, if the connection configuration is called VP, you would hear a read, VP SSID, Vodafone. Just press Enter on this option and you will be connected. 14.4.3 Reconnecting to a wireless network. This option makes it really easy to connect to a wireless network that you use repeatedly. If you only use one wireless network, this option automatically reconnects to it. If you use more than one, a list of configurations is formed. As the Braille Note BT can only pick up a wireless network that is in the vicinity, this option will always pick up the one that you want. In the unusual situation that you have two wireless networks with configurations in the same vicinity, or two configurations for the same wireless network, so that there is a chance it may pick up the wrong one, you can change the order of the list so that the preferred configuration will get picked up first. To reconnect to a wireless network, from the Connectivity menu, select Reconnect using existing configurations and press Enter. Keysoft will announce, please wait. Connecting to config. There will be progress beeps as it locates the network. Then please wait. Connected to config. You are now connected to the wireless network. 14.4.3.1 Changing preferred order. Wireless network connection configurations will order themselves with the first created at the top. As discussed in the previous section, if this doesn't work for you, you can change the order of the list. To change the order of the list, follow these steps. From the Wireless Ethernet menu, select Order Connection Preferences. Keysoft prompts. List of configurations in preferred order. To review the list, press space or advance. The list will be something like 1. Work. 2. Home. 3. Home 2. When you are on the item you wish to move, press space with dots 2-6. This will take you to the Preference Order Action menu. The options are Top. Move to the top of the list. Up. Move up one position in the list. Down. Move down one position in the list. And bottom. Move to the bottom of the list. Select a move from the list, and the order will change accordingly. For example, I want to move Home 2 above Home, as it is the one I use most often. I go to 3. Home 2 and press space with dots 2-6. I press space twice to get to up. Move up one position in the list, and press Enter. Keysoft displays 2. Home 2, confirming that Home 2 has moved to position 2. I press space with E14.5 wireless options. The wireless options allow you to set some parameters on how wireless operates on the Braille Note BT. To review the list items, Press space or advance to go down the list, or backspace to go up. To get to the wireless Ethernet options list, select it from the wireless Ethernet menu. The three options and their purposes are: notify when new networks are available, currently yes/no. When this option is set to yes, a message displays when the device is not yet connected to a wireless network and the network is detected. Automatically connect to non-preferred networks, currently yes/no. This option allows the wireless card to try to establish a connection to a network that is not part of the existing configurations database. Types of networks to access: currently access points only when trying to connect. This option filters out the wireless devices using a different infrastructure. The default is access points only with P as its hotkey. This setting detects only network access points. For ad hoc only, press H. This filters out access points and detects only peer-to-peer devices. For all available types of network, press A. This allows any type of network to be accessed. Power saving mode: currently yes/no by default. This option is set to yes power saving mode on. If you are having trouble establishing a wireless connection, you may want to disable this option. Note that turning power saving mode off will cause the battery to drain at a much faster rate than otherwise. Any changes to power saving mode will require a reset. 14.6 dial-up and LAN connections.
Alright, guys, so we're going to stop there because we got to get to, we want to do a video of Savanna reading some of the manual on her Braille note, or on her Braille Sense U2. However, tomorrow we're going to do another video of reading some more of the manual on my voice note Apex. So
exit main menu.
We will be continuing
exit main menu
with exit main menu. No, we are going to be we'll continue with we're going to continue exactly where we left. Tomorrow we're going to continue exactly where we left off. So anyway,
exit main menu.
For training or information on humanware products, please feel free to visit their website by going to https://www.humanware.com.
What I was going to say was, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll see y'all in a minute for the video that Savanna and I are going to do with Savanna reading some of the manual.
Yep.
On her, or from her, or on her, I almost said voice note. Braille Note Sense U2.
We're going to be reading part 2 of the help overview, talking about the rear panel and other things, and then we're going to go directly into basic functions. We're going to go directly into basic functions, also known as the key command summary guide of completing tasks. Stay tuned.
And then when Savanna comes back inside, we're going to do the keyboard. Y'all take care.